Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Decryption and I hope you are well. In the last NPC Spawner video, we added the cool territory spawns and we completely reworked the probability logic to spawn NPCs in. I said last time that we were going to add in some basic cheat commands to just adjust how we spawn things in, because it's great if you want some different ways of modifying the spawn logic, or you just want to add cheats in because everybody loves cheats. So in this episode, we're going to add some cheat codes in to basically adapt how things spawn, change what works, and do cool stuff like that. So let's get started. So there are two ways we really can go around doing this, and that's either the built-in console commands for cheats, but that typically is only editor only. I've got a video showing you how to add those console commands in, where we add a bunch of functions down here to do what you want, and you can type them in the console command there. The alternative, if you followed my cheat code series, is we've set up a data table with a bunch of stuff. You can come in and just type these in. So it's really cool. So if I start the game now and run around till we see an NPC there, if I type big head mode, you see we get giant heads. It's so simple. If we type mother load, another cheat activates, and now I've got like tons of money kind of thing. So that's the cheats I'm going to work on, because it's also got controller keys built in, which is pretty much how you do it in a game. So up, down, left, right, and two buttons apparently. So if we do, where is it? There. Up, down, left, right, two buttons. I'll have to remember the sequence, but we've got cheats on controllers as well. So what I've done for my game story, and you can do whatever you want really, is I've gone through and wrote a bunch of commands that will work, and for my game it fits in with my theme. If you've watched anything of my game, you know very little about it because I've tried to keep it private that way for the story wise. But you've got a bunch of factions, and then you've got the typical only spawn these factions in, and then I've got to spawn everyone and spawn no one. So I think they'll be pretty cool for us to try out. You do, however, need a cheat system in order to do this, but this video will still be good to show you how we add additional overrides, essentially. So I'm going to come on and open up my NPC Spawner here, and we have this area modifiers trigger here, right? And that lets us specifically spawn the areas and modify it. What we're going to do is add a cheat modifiers section, which is going to only store the PDA NPC spawners. Nothing specific like an area or a cheat command. And then when you tap the cheat in, we'll just add to it. When you remove the cheat, we'll remove it. But the cheats are different because they need to override everything. So I'll create a new variable called cheat modifiers. And this can work for mission modifiers, quest modifiers, dialogue modifiers, anything you want to work that way. But I'm going to do a cheat one, and it'll be a PDA area spawn. So that's our area spawnable, and it will be an array here. And we'll hit compile and save. When we come to update the NPCs to spawn here, we purposely left a gap here because we need to add those specific cheat modifiers. But that's where we add other things. What we actually need to do if we're spawning the cheats is to override everything with those specific modifiers. So I'm actually going to move all of this back down over here. And we're going to clear those off, which is normal. And I'm going to drag the cheat modifiers in and say, is empty. If it's empty, then I'll just go and do the normal ones, just like that. That's perfectly fine. We'll probably move these over here, actually. If it's not empty, then that means a cheat's enabled, and it needs to completely change how the spawning system works. I will say for my game, the cheat modifiers here are only to affect the spawning of it. If it's affecting AI or something, that'll affect the NPCs directly. I'll make the NPCs search for that, essentially. Whereas this cheat here is only for spawn changing ones. So if you've got a cheat command to make everybody go crazy, and they all start attacking each other, you won't place that in here. So we'll come and copy this generic spawner up here and paste it down here. And we'll add spawner cheat profiles. We'll drag the cheat profiles in and drop it on top of that one to replace it, and we'll just connect it up to there. And then the key thing, make sure you calculate the weight down here. Otherwise, it's not going to properly spawn them in. And essentially, that's the modification you need to do. It kind of just works. We clear all the weights anyway, and we add the cheats in. So let's go and actually add the cheats in now. So if you followed my cheat series or the command series, either way, I'm going to come and add a new cheat in here. So we'll call this one silven call, which means wood nature call. So that's only for the elves. So only spawn elves in. And now I need my cheat blueprint, which is a specific blueprint I've added. We're going to create now to specifically modify the NPC spawner, but we've already essentially done it in the areas anyway. So I'm going to come to my blueprints folder, and inside my cheats, I'm just going to come and duplicate one of these, to be honest. So game cheat, and this will be the silven call, which I think I've spelt it wrong, actually. Yeah, there we go. I did spell it wrong. Silven call, there we go. We can assign this cheat command to there, and then the only code you need to actually make it work is to activate the cheat and call the parent, which we've already done, which is perfectly fine. And then I'm pretty much just going to come to the area spawner, and I'm going to open up the trigger, and it's this bit here we need, where it gets all our actors, it does it, and then it adds and removes the area modifier. So I'll take the add one here, and I'll paste it just underneath here, make some space. So when you type this cheat command in, it's going to go off and get the NPC spawner. It's going to check if it exists, and if it does, then it will add a new area modifier, but we don't want the area modifier to be added. So instead, back on the NPC spawner, I'll come and add a new function called add cheat modifier. Remember, we're doing it all bundled together so it all can remain the same, it can be moved around, we know where it's coming from. And essentially, it's going to be the same thing almost. We're going to take the cheat modifiers, we're going to call add unique, we're going to plug it in, and we're going to plug this PDA asset into it, just like so. But remember, after we do it, we always call our update NPCs to spawn, like so. And then we can pretty much duplicate this and call it remove cheat modifier, where instead of add unique, we call remove. There we go. Just for niceness, what I'm actually going to do is come to this add area modifier, and instead of setting the area to just be area modifiers, I'm going to set it to modifiers height area modifiers, and it does this subfolder category here. And we can copy that, come down to the cheats one, paste it in and call it a cheat modifier like so. And then we can just categorize these functions a lot nicer. There we go. And now from here, we can drag off and do add cheat modifier, plug it in. We don't need to plug self in anymore, but instead we need to tell it which specific item we're wanting to add in. So I'll just promote it to a variable called area spawn, and we'll hit compile and save. And then all I'll do is just come and default it here. So this one is elves only, so we'll just do elves look. But the key difference is with a cheat system is when you type it in a second time, it needs to actually undo it. So what I'm going to do is just before we call add cheat modifier here, I'm going to make some space. And then we've got some built-in code that I've wrote already for the cheat system. If you followed it, you know what it is, to check if a cheat is activated or not. So we can just get our game instance and call the function get activated cheat. The cheat we want to check is activated is our silven call. And if it's activated true, then it means we need to remove it. Otherwise false, we can add it like so. So from the target, I can call remove cheat modifier, passing in the elven one. Now this does fall down if you've got multiple cheats that add the same thing. I'm not going to build my system in a way where we have multiple cheats doing the same thing, but you might want to get around it if so. But yeah, so I've added the cheat finished at the end just to say that it's done and activated. And that's pretty much it, essentially. So as long as you've added your area spawn, on your game cheats you've added it in, we can add the controller keys as well. So for me, it's going to be up, up, left, right, and then we'll do B and A. Save it. So if I play it now, and now that I've disabled inputs that's stopping it working, if we walk around for a bit and see an Egyptian spawn, there, yep. But if I type in silven call, which is my cheat, you see it activates. And on the NPC spawner, we can see it's got one cheat modifier, which means only elves are going to spawn. They're going to stay there because we're not despawning them, but you can see elves are spawning in a region where they're not supposed to spawn. If we run down here, we're still not in the elven region, but as the Egyptians unspawn, you see only elves are spawning. We can walk into the elven region, only elves will spawn, because that's what we typed in. If we walk over to the knights area, only elves are going to spawn in, because that is what the cheat allows. If I come in and type silven call again, you see, they'll disappear, but now the knights and the Egyptians will start spawning in as these start despawning, because that's what it's been told to do. How cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? So that's essentially how you build in all the different cheats. So I can go through and build in the only knights, only Egyptians one just by copying that existing cheat trigger here and then just changing what cheat command it shows and what area spawn it builds in. That's all super easy. But what if you want something a bit different, whereas I've got one where it says spawn everyone. So it's got no limited amount of who it spawns. It will literally try to spawn every single person, kings, queens, players, everything, right? It's the same thing. That's how cool the system is that we've built. So if I come and duplicate this silven call and call it faith fracture, and in here we'll do the exact same thing, but the cheat command will be faith fracture. I'll add this to my game's cheats here, and then spawn everyone in. And then we'll add our new faith fracture. I've got my custom keys. Up, down, left, right, A, B. Save that. And then back on the faith fracture, all we're going to do is spawn in a new area of everyone. So I'll create a new asset called everyone. I can't imagine in the game where I'm ever going to use everyone. It's literally going to be this one command. Chance to spawn, set it to 1. There's no real big difference really. It's going to spawn one of everyone. So I'm just going to come and add a bunch in and add everyone in. Egyptian generic, Egyptian guard, elven generic, knight generic, knights guards, and knights royalty. Everyone, yeah. Don't add anyone in if you've got any limited removes, because that's not going to work. But now that we've got everyone, add everyone in, compile and save. If we jump back to the game now, press play, Shift F1 to look at our NPC spawner. If we type faith fracture, boom, cheat activated. Oh, someone's drawing a line trace to me for some reason. I wonder why. But yes, there you go. One of every single type of person is going to spawn in now. No hold barred. So we've got Egyptians, we've got, assassins, look. We've got peasants. There's all sorts. Every single type here. You can even add one in to put your players' meshes in. But yeah, that's how you spawn one of everyone if you really want to make your game really, really random. Who's that guy? Oh, that's an Egyptian knight, look like me. See? Really cool. That's so cool. I've got a bunch of errors on mine because it doesn't know what someone is. So if you do end up getting any errors like that, let me show you this one, where it's saying it doesn't know what the current spawn profile is. We briefly touched on this last time. Just making sure you open up your profiles and double check you've got the correct meshes in. Because I have found Unreal sometimes tells you they're there, but they're not actually there. But I'll fix that off screen. The point is that is working. So the last one we're going to look at is the last cheat I've got of Godless World, which spawns nobody. Makes it a completely empty world, no NPCs. But how do we do that one? Because the NPC spawner always must have somebody. And we can actually do this quite easily by simply adjusting the max NPCs allowed to spawn. We can just outright set it to 0. And then nobody will spawn. They'll disappear, and then that'll be it. You'll be in an endless world. So let's just quickly do that now. So back in my cheat lists, we'll add a new one of Godless World. Remove everyone. Gods no longer exist here. There we go. And I can add my controller commands in. B and A. And then we will come and duplicate Faith Fracture because it's all the same for us. And we will call this one Godless World. Open it up. Make sure you set the activated command so you can undo it. And then instead of adjusting the areas to spawn, like so, what we actually can do is just drag off of here and do set max NPCs allowed to spawn. If the cheat's activated, then we can just set it back to the 15. If it's not, then we can set it to 0. And then we can jump across to the cheat finished. The only reason I'm hard coding that to 15 at the moment is when you're building your game, I highly suggest you put some logic in somewhere that figures out how many NPCs you can spawn. Maybe you'll do it where you spawn NPCs non-stop until you start dropping below 60 FPS, so then you limit it, and then you save it, in which case, go and get that value. Maybe you put it in your settings file, in your main menu. How many NPCs do you want to spawn? It doesn't matter. Games like GTA 3, I believe, or San Andreas would just hardcode it to a number. So I'm just going to hardcode it to 15, pretty much like that. And then we can grab this, we can stick it back on the cheat commands here, and we can come and type in. So let's let NPCs spawn for a moment. There we go. We've got a bunch of NPCs spawn. If I type godless world, the cheat's now activated, which means no more NPCs are going to spawn. So if I run around, you can see these have all spawned normally, but if I run over here, so they'll start despawning, you'll see, nobody's spawning. There you go. Godless world. And that's pretty much it. You can really change it however you want to in that aspect, but you can customize it any way you want really easily. Now you've got your territories, you've got your cheats, there's loads to it. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that was helpful, but we've got a really nice NPC spawning system in the game now. You can go through, create some really nice data assets, spawn them in. It's all really rapid. There's no frame drops at all when they spawn in. I do want to play with my EQS query a little just to expand it, because I am seeing the odd pop in as well when I turn. But if you have Fog of War turned on or it's closed, you won't see it. But there you go. There's the NPCs. I hope this helps. It's so jarring just running around when I'm trying to talk and then just seeing NPCs spawn in. But yeah, imagine them all walking around and stuff. You'd not be able to tell. It would be really, really cool. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the NPC spawner system with custom cheat commands now. It's really, really cool. And as a bonus, I found out in my game, if I press V, people die. I did not know that. That is a glitch with Combat Fury and my game actually working together. Kind of. There you go. Yeah, did not know that. Yes, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this was helpful. Cheat codes are really, really cool. If you'd like to see something else added to the NPC spawner system, please let me know below. My name is Decryption, and I will see you next time.